only find a voice. Promised kiss of springtime that makes the lonely winter seem long. You are the breathless hush of evening that trembles on the brink of a lovely song. You are the glow that lights a star. The dearest things I know are what you are. Someday my happy arms will hold you, and someday that moment divine when all the things you are mine. Divine when all the things you are mine.
One of the most famous of our present-day merchant ships, named for a woman, is the SS Carole Lombard, a Liberty ship. She was launched in January 1944 and named in honor of the motion picture star who so tragically lost her life while serving her country as a war bond salesman. For the past year, little has been told about this ship, but then that's true of every Liberty ship. For theirs is a job that depends upon secret sailings and unknown destinations. What has happened to the SS Carole Lombard? Has this particular ship played a star role in the war? Here's one story about her that can now be told. Soon after the ship was launched, her crew came aboard and prepared for the first voyage. A crew always spends the first days getting the feel of a new ship. The men find out about each other. They size each other up. They renew old acquaintances and make new friends. It was like that with Mike Randolph on his first day aboard ship.
Well, it's been quite a day.
Sure has.
My name's Randolph, Mike Randolph.
Howdy, Mike. I'm Will Yates, and this here's Dave Saunders.
Hiya. Hello. You fellas going ashore this evening?
Maybe.
Suppose we'll be heaving anchor any day now.
Maybe. We got about all the cargo aboard we can hold.
Where do you suppose we'll be going?
Who knows? I sure hope we don't go on no northern run this trip. I'm from Texas, and I sure hate cold weather.
Hey, I was in Texas last year.
Yeah? Well, how'd you like the Lone Star State?
I liked it fine. We played 4 or 5 towns down there.
What you mean played?
Oh, I was with a show. We were on tour.
You mean before you went to sea, you was an actor?
Well, not a very good one.
Well, what do you know?
I was just getting started when the war came along.
An actor? What do you know? The funniest thing I ever heard, a seagoing actor.
Okay.
2 days later, the SS Carole Lombard eased away out through the busy harbor. This is always a thrilling moment. Every man is touched by the excitement as the ship sets out for its unknown destination. Down below in the engine room, the men see nothing of this departure. They can only feel the excitement and the steady, beautiful rhythm of their engines. And that is one of the most wonderful sounds in all the world.
Guess we must be heading out of the harbor.
Maybe.
Listen to those engines purr. They know we're on our way.
Engines purr. Hey, you sure do put things funny.
Must come from the play acting he used to do.
Cut it out.
Feels mighty cozy down here. I sure do like to be nice and warm.
I hope we take it nice and easy this trip. Yes, sir. I hope we don't hit so much as a piece of driftwood.
What do you mean, Dave?
If we even hit a goldfish, you'll get a chance to do some real acting, Mike.
What are you guys talking about?
Don't you know what our cargo is?
No, what is it?
We're a regular floating bomb. That's what. We've got 4,000 tons of explosives aboard.
Several weeks and thousands of miles later, the SS Carole Lombard had her first taste of war. It happened between Australia and Ceylon. The radio operator brought the news to the captain.
Captain, here's an SOS I've just picked up.
Oh, thanks, Sparks. British ship SS City of Adelaide torpedoed. Latitude 12 degrees, 4 minutes south. Longitude 80 degrees, 30 minutes east. It'll take us at least 3 days to reach the survivors.
The captain plotted his position and found that the ship had been sunk some 20 miles eastward and about 900 miles to the north. He changed his course and headed in the direction of the sinking ship. On the third day, Sunday, lookouts were cautioned to watch for wreckage.
Sailboats to starboard! Sailboats to starboard!
I don't see nothing.
Sure, there it is. I see the sail. Hey, wait a minute. There's something else. Looks like a periscope.
The captain's seen it, too, I guess. We've started to zigzag.
That's a submarine we're done for.
Probably the same sub that sank the other ship.
Oh, it's not a submarine. I can see it now.
Well, what is it, then?
It's the mast of another lifeboat. They've lost their sail and the mast is sticking up. All right, men. I'll need volunteers to go over the side and help the survivors come aboard.
Well, there's sharks in this ocean.
All right. Do I have volunteers?
I'll do it, sir.
Me too.
Well, count me in. I'm with you.
As they approached the survivors, a Jacob's ladder was put over the side. The Liberty ship maneuvered in the choppy sea, getting as close to the lifeboat as possible. 90 men were rescued from the torpedoed British ship and carried to a port in Ceylon. Today, the SS Carole Lombard is still at sea, playing an important role, delivering supplies to our battlefronts all over the world. One of America's top composers is Vincent Youmans. A Youmans melody goes on year after year, slowly turning into a classic, like the title song from Great Day. Today we have another special guest, Lieutenant Junior Grade Herman Rosen.
I was a cadet midshipman aboard the Liberty ship John Drayton. We were heading for Cape Town, South Africa, after delivering our cargo to ports in the Persian Gulf. It was a dark night with few stars. A moderate sea was running in the Indian Ocean, and the ship rolled easily on her zigzag course. At 8:20, during the third mate's watch, the forward lookout shouted, "Torpedo across the bow." From the bridge, we could see the white streak tearing through the water. The captain immediately ordered the rudder hard right, and as the ship swung to starboard, another tin fish smashed directly into the engine room. A great sheet of flame belched from the stack. The ship shuddered and was dead in the water. Orders came faster now. Finally, abandoned ship. Number 3 lifeboat was shattered. Number 1 boat was full of holes. We launched the rafts and the 2 boats on the port side. I was in number 2 boat with 23 other men. We drifted away into the darkness while a German submarine shelled the ship. We were in that lifeboat for 1 month. A month of 30 long, hot, miserable days and 30 long, cold, wretched nights. We capsized, lost our food, water, and mainsail. We were shadowed night and day by sharks. We weathered gales and confused seas, and we buried 19 of the 24 men. Every man in that lifeboat was a hero. I remember Hutchinson, a Negro messman who bailed night and day. Manley and Kelligrew, firemen and cadet midshipmen, who cheerfully took their turns and the turns of others at the oars. Billy Fontaine, ordinary seaman who crawled forward more slowly each day to stand his lookout watch. I remember particularly Nick Tobiasen, A.B. Tobiasen was a sailor, a real sailor. He could handle a small boat in any weather. In dead calm, he could always find a puff of wind to fill the jib. In rough seas and raging gales, he rigged 3 sea anchors to keep the boat afloat. When our rudder split, he unshipped the thwart and ingeniously fashioned a jury rudder. He was alert, cheerful, and encouraging at all times. Nick gave his life so that his shipmates would live. He died from exposure, but his experience as a seaman was instrumental in saving the lives of 5 others. This is war. In addition to the ordinary hazards of the sea, the merchant marine faces the danger of enemy action. There is a need for men with courage and experience at sea. Mates, engineers, and ABs, real seafaring men of the caliber of Nick Tobiasen are needed now.
If you have had sea experience and want to return to sea, write or wire collect to Merchant Marine, Washington, D.C. Give your name, your address, rating, and when you'll be available. Your Merchant Marine needs you.
You have heard It's Maritime, one of a series of service time programs which is brought to you every day, Monday through Friday. It's Maritime is presented each Tuesday afternoon in cooperation with the War Shipping Administration. The music was played by the orchestra of the United States Maritime Training Station of Sheepshead Bay under the direction of Ensign Philip Lang. Join us again next week when It's Maritime. It's Maritime is written by Vincent McConnor, and in the absence of Earl McGill, was directed today by Robert Louis Cheon. Tomorrow, Service Time, in collaboration with the United States Army, will present Wax on Parade. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.